Good evening from Groovy Eggs Farm. I am Jeff. Today is Friday. It's only like 94 right now. It was 98 earlier. Hot, humid, sunny. What are you gonna do? I've got a lot of shade here this time of the night. The chickens during the day when it's hot, they are not active at all. But about this time, it starts to cool down a little bit, and now they are active again. So what I want to do today is I've got 125 eggs that went into the incubator. Let's go have a look around at what I'm hatching. This is flock 1. They are closest to the road out here. Lovely view today. I've got a white and true blue rooster. He's back there. He came from Murray McMurray hatchery a couple of years ago. I have him in here with 4 white and true blue hens. They're a little bit different. So I am hatching a batch of eggs from this rooster and the 4 blue white and true blue hens. Now I also have 3 black copper Marans in here and one of my older olive eggers. I'm not hatching any of their eggs, but I can hatch the black copper Marans eggs in the future. With the white and true blue rooster over the black copper Marans hens, I will be creating olive eggers. And these black copper Marans hens, they have flaws, so I'm not going to be using them for my black copper Marans breeding program. But, so they're rejects from that program, but they're still prime candidates for olive eggers. This is flock 2, and I'm not hatching any eggs out of this flock. The rooster in here is a blue copper Marans. Yes, you are. And then I've got 2 blue copper Marans hens, splash copper Marans hens, and then a bunch of Easter eggers. So I'm not hatching any out of here right now. I will be hatching the blue and splash copper Marans eggs, but probably in the next batch. But none of these are being hatched this time. This is flock number 2, right next to flock number 1. And I'm not hatching any eggs out of here right now. I also have 10 little green eggers being raised. They're going to be out running around here very quickly. But this flock, I have a blue copper Marans rooster, I have 2 blue copper Marans hens, and a splash copper Marans hen. So in my next batch, I'll probably hatch some of the blue and splash copper Marans eggs. But the rest of these in here are like Easter eggers. So next batch, I will be hatching more blue and splash and building this one up. And then I can use the Easter eggers to create more Easter eggers. He's a big boy too. I think he is molting right now. That happens with roosters also. But no eggs being hatched out of here right now. And this is flock number 3. They are mostly the ones I wanted to talk about are all up for the night. That is number 2's grandson with the white head there. And then we've got a daughter and a granddaughter, and I am hatching a bunch of these eggs. And I think her other daughter is, are you going broody in here? She's the only black one I have that's a descendant of number 2. And I think she might be growing broody, she might not. Anyway, I'm hatching a bunch of number 2 eggs. Then I've got a blue copper Marans in here, and alright, I'll leave you alone. Yeah, leave it to number 2's legacy flock to cause a big commotion. But yeah, I'm hatching a bunch of them. I'll be raising them, and I want to increase this flock and create a second number 2 legacy flock also in the future. So got to get those numbers up. So that's flock 3. Then way back here, I got flock number 4, and I did not hatch any eggs out of this one in this batch. I could have 2 Welsomer roosters in there, Welsomer hen, and then a bunch of Easter eggers. So if I'm just not hatching any out of there. The Welsomers I will be hatching in the future. The other ones I could create more 50-50 olive eggers. 50% chance they lay olive, 50% chance they lay brown. But that's experimental. So I don't have the luxury of doing a bunch of experiments right now other than number 2's legacy flock. So none of these are being hatched right now, and that's flock number 4. And then we've got flock number 5, and I'm hatching a bunch out of here. Where'd they all go? Everybody's going to bed early, I guess. This is my black copper Marans flock. What y'all doing? What y'all doing? Yeah, black copper Marans rooster. I have 6 black copper Marans hens. And I also have 3 whiting true blue hens and 2 olive eggers in here. So he's a big boy, and he can rip some back feathers off. So I like to give him more ladies. But I'm hatching a bunch of the black copper Marans eggs, and then I'm also hatching the white hens. They are whiting true blues, so I hatch their eggs. They will be olive egger kids. So a bunch of the eggs coming out of this flock number 5. And last but not least, this is another whiting true blue flock, and I'm hatching a bunch of eggs out of here. I have this is the Duckwing feather coloring of the whiting true blues. I have 2 roosters. Both the roosters have the Duckwing feather coloring, and they have the sideburns, beard, muffs, whatever you want to call them. Then where's everybody hiding? These are like the descendants of Private Benjamin. And I also, she's a blue copper Marans. I also have some copper Marans in here that are rejects. But, oh, there's one of the white and true blues. So I have 5 of those Duckwing feather coloring. I don't know why they call it Duckwing, but they do. It's, you know, black and white around the neck there. And then black and white, and then bronze on the chest. And I have 5 of them very similar to that. Some of them have the muff, some of them don't. But I'm hatching a bunch of eggs out of this flock. And in the future, I could hatch the blue copper Marans eggs to create olive eggers. But, yeah. And I've got a bunch of olive eggers and black copper Marans youngsters running around here too. There's the 2 boys. I had to scare them out. And one of the white and true blue Duckwing girls. Where's your sisters, aunts, cousins at? Are they all back here? So that's pretty much a rundown of what I am hatching from my 6 flocks. And I kind of showed you all 6 of the flocks briefly. I do have another flock with just my roosters in there. They're all locked up, so I didn't show you that one today. But I'm only hatching eggs out of 4 of these 6 flocks. So white and true blues, I got 2 different flocks of those. One is blue feather coloring. The other one is the Duckwing feather coloring. So I'm hatching, well, I've got 30, more than 30 eggs from those 2 flocks. So I'll be building up those 2 flocks, and then hoping to create a third white and true blue flock here over the winter. We'll see how that all hatches out. Let's see, then I've got about 40 eggs from number two's legacy flock. So that one, I'm hoping to build up that flock and create a second one of those also. And then let's see, I've got the black copper Marans. I got a couple dozen eggs from the black copper Marans. They're in there. And then I also have 3 white and true blue hens in there. So if I hatch their eggs, they'd be olive eggers. I think I got a dozen or so of those. So those are kind of an experiment to see the black copper rooster over a white and true blue. They'll be green egg layers. 100% sure they'll be green egg layers. Not sure what shade they'll be. That's why I want to hatch them. And I don't know what feather color they'll be. Sometimes when you mix black with white, you end up with blue. So, yeah, well, I'll be finding out when those start hatching. So, yeah, building up 4 of the flocks, hoping to create more. I've got 6 flocks and the fraternity boys, so 7 flocks right now. I have 10 hoop coops. 9 of them here, one of them's back at the old place. So I have room to grow 3 more flocks, and I want another white and true blue flock, another number 2 legacy flock, and another black copper Marans flock. And then I have this coop that was here when I bought the place. I'll be able to use that in the future. It's going to take a lot of work getting it ready for flock, but that could be a way I can expand in the future also. So that's what this hatch is about. Now, I am not expecting a great hatch rate on these. A lot of these eggs are older. Typically, you want to wait 12 hours after they are laid to put them in an incubator. But then you want to get them in before they're like 5 days old. That would be my cutoff. You know, between 1 day and 5 days after the egg has been laid is the prime time to be getting them into the incubator. After 5 days, your hatch rate starts slowly going down. Doesn't mean none of them will hatch. It just means more of them will not develop and hatch. So 125 of those eggs, I've been saving those for 3 weeks. So some of those are older than 2 weeks old. So I'm not expecting a big hatch rate. Even half of them would be good. You know, more like 30 to 40. We'll just have to see. I have got a big incubator. I was anxious to try it out, so I threw all the eggs that I could in there, and you never know. You never know. People have hatched eggs that were a month old and had no problems with them. So, well, yeah, time will tell on that. But I've already started saving eggs for my next hatch. That's the beauty of that incubator. I put 125 in there. But I could put more in there today. As long as I label them and I know when their hatch date and when their lockdown date is, I can put eggs in there, shuffle them in and out as we go. It's not you fill it up and then 21 days later you fill it up again. And this one you can put it in batches. They're, you know, ideally I'd like to be doing like 90 eggs per week. So you put 90 in and let them go for a week. The next week you put 90 more in. The next week you put 90 more in. And then the first group comes out and they go hatch. You put 90 more in. So with that incubator, I can basically be doing 90 eggs every single week. It'll take me a while to get up to that point, but that is the beauty of that incubator is you can put them in at different times as long as you're keeping good track of them. So, all right, I'll stop yapping about my breeding, but I'm excited. I'm going to be building up my flocks. A lot of my flocks only have 1 rooster and, you know, 8 to a dozen hens. I like to be getting up 2-3 roosters, 20 plus hens in each flock, and the more eggs that are laid, the more I can hatch, the more I can hatch, the more I can share with the world. All right, that's all I got. Every little thing is going to be all right as soon as this summer is over. Oh my gosh, this past month has just been so hard on me physically, and yeah. So, and then it's just been so hot, it's hard to do extra stuff. So, I'm going to try to keep up. I'm doing little stuff inside, yeah. Anyway. That's all I got for tonight. Thanks for watching. Thanks for everything. Take it easy.